Always be silent in 9 situations. Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism. Part 1. The Quiet Power. Most people believe that strength is loud. They think the strongest man is the one who always has the perfect answer, the loudest opinion, or the final word. But Marcus Aurelius taught a different kind of power. He believed the true strength begins with self-mastery. A man who cannot control his emotions will always be controlled by others. Silence is not weakness, it is disciplined strength. It is the ability to remain calm when the world expects you to explode. In today's world, everyone is speaking, arguing, defending themselves, and proving themselves. Very few people know the value of quiet confidence. The Stoic understands that every unnecessary word drains energy that could be used to build character. Silence creates space for wisdom. It allows you to observe before reacting and understand before judging. A calm man does not rush to speak because he knows his value does not depend on other people's approval. His peaceful presence speaks louder than endless words. That is the sculpted grace of a Stoic mind, strong, calm, and unshakable. When someone insults you, the first situation where silence becomes your greatest weapon is when someone insults you. Most insults are designed to provoke an emotional reaction. The person insulting you wants your anger because your anger gives them power over your emotions. The moment you lose control, they have already won. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that another person's actions belong to them, but your response belongs to you. No one can force you to become angry unless you allow them to enter your mind. A Stoic understands that insults cannot damage character, only your reaction can. When you stay calm, maintain eye contact, and simply walk away, you communicate something far more powerful than any clever comeback. Your silence tells the world that your peace is too valuable to exchange for someone else's negativity. Every insult you ignore makes your mind stronger than it was yesterday. When you are winning, success does not need an announcement. Many people cannot wait to tell the world about every achievement, every new opportunity, or every victory. But wisdom teaches us that quiet success lasts longer than loud success. The louder you celebrate, the more attention, jealousy, and unnecessary expectations you attract. Marcus Aurelius focused on his duty instead of seeking praise. He understood that results speak louder than promises. The disciplined man continues working even after achieving success because he knows the journey never ends. Silent confidence carries a sculpted grace that cannot be copied. Like a mountain standing tall without demanding admiration, your achievements should speak for themselves. Let people notice your growth naturally. The strongest tree grows quietly beneath the soil long before anyone sees its branches. When you feel intense anger. The fourth situation where silence becomes your greatest strength is when you are consumed by anger. Anger arrives quickly, but its consequences often remain for years. One sentence spoken in rage can destroy a friendship, damage a marriage, or close a door that may never open again. This is why Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that the greatest victory is not over another person, it is over your own emotions. A Stoic understands that anger is a visitor, not a master. It knocks on the door of your mind, but you decide whether to let it in. When your heart begins to race and your emotions become heavy, choose silence. Take a slow breath. Step away if you need to. Give your mind time to become clear again. A calm decision made 5 minutes later is always wiser than an emotional reaction made in 5 seconds. People may mistake your silence for weakness, but they do not realize the battle you are winning inside yourself. Every moment you refuse to react is another moment you strengthen your character. Like a sculptor carefully shaping stone, every act of self-control carves a stronger version of you. That's true masculine strength, calm, disciplined, and impossible to shake. When others gossip. The fifth situation is when people invite you into gossip. Gossip may feel harmless, but it slowly weakens your character. It teaches your mind to focus on the flaws of others instead of improving yourself. The Stoic knows that speaking about someone who is not present rarely creates anything valuable. Marcus Aurelius believed that our time is limited, so why waste it discussing the lives of people who are not even in the room? A wise man protects his words because every word reveals his character. When others begin criticizing, mocking, or spreading rumors, choose silence. You do not need to join every conversation simply because it exists. Your silence shows maturity. It tells people that your standards are higher than temporary entertainment. The strongest people do not build themselves by tearing others down. They build themselves through discipline, respect, and integrity. Every time you refuse to participate in gossip, you strengthen your reputation. Over time, people will trust you because they know their name is safe when they are not around. That kind of trust is earned through silence. When you don't know enough about a subject. Many people fear admitting they do not know something. Instead, they speak with confidence about things they barely understand. But confidence without knowledge is only pride wearing a disguise. Marcus Aurelius remained a student throughout his life. Despite being one of the most powerful men in the world, he continued learning every day. This humility made him wiser than those who believed they already knew everything. The Stoic understands that silence is the beginning of wisdom. When you listen carefully, you collect knowledge that loud people never hear. Ask questions, observe, think before speaking. There is no shame in saying, "I don't know." In fact, those words often open the door to real understanding. A quiet mind learns faster than a noisy one. Every conversation becomes a classroom when your ego steps aside. Remember, the smartest person in the room is often the one speaking the least and listening the most. Wisdom grows in silence long before it appears in words. When someone wants your reaction. The seventh situation is when someone is trying to provoke you just to see your reaction. Not everyone argues because they seek truth. Some people simply enjoy creating chaos. They test your patience, challenge your pride, and push your emotional buttons because they want to see you lose control. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that your mind belongs to you alone. No one has the right to disturb your inner peace unless you give them permission. The Stoic refuses to hand over that power. When someone tries to provoke you, remain calm. Look at them with steady eyes. Speak only if your words will improve the situation. Otherwise, let silence become your shield. Nothing frustrates a manipulative person more than someone who cannot be emotionally controlled. Your calmness sends a powerful message. It says, "My emotions are not for sale." This quiet confidence creates an invisible strength that cannot be broken by insults or manipulation. Real power is not found in winning arguments. It is found in refusing to become the kind of person your enemy wants you to be. When you are building your future. The eighth situation is while you are working toward a goal. Many people announce their dreams before they have taken the first real step. They seek applause instead of progress. But the Stoic understands that talking about success is never the same as earning it. Marcus Aurelius believed that action should always come before recognition. A disciplined man does not waste energy explaining what he plans to become. He quietly becomes that person one day at a time. Every early morning, every difficult workout, every page you read, every skill you practice, and every sacrifice you make adds another piece to your future. Like a sculptor shaping marble with patience and precision, your daily discipline slowly reveals the masterpiece hidden within you. Do not seek validation from people who have never walked your path. Let your work remain silent until your results become impossible to ignore. Quiet effort creates lasting success. Loud promises create temporary excitement. Your future is built by actions, not announcements. When life tests you. The ninth situation is when life places you in hardship. Every person will face moments of loss, disappointment, betrayal, failure, or pain. These moments reveal who we truly are. Anyone can remain calm when life is easy. The real test begins when everything seems to fall apart. Marcus Aurelius faced war, illness, betrayal, and unimaginable pressure, yet he refused to let suffering destroy his character. He accepted that pain is part of life, but becoming bitter is a choice. The Stoic does not complain about every difficulty. He carries his burdens with quiet dignity. This does not mean ignoring your emotions. It means refusing to let those emotions control your actions. Your silence during difficult seasons is not surrender. It is endurance. It is the quiet confidence that storms never last forever. Like a tree that grows stronger against powerful winds, every challenge strengthens the roots of your character. Hardship shapes the soul with sculpted grace, turning ordinary men into extraordinary ones. Final reflection. Silence is more than the absence of words. It is the presence of discipline, wisdom, patience, and inner peace. In a world where everyone wants attention, the Stoic chooses self-control. In a world filled with endless noise, he protects the quiet strength within himself. Remember these 9 situations whenever life challenges your emotions. Stay silent when you are insulted. Stay silent when anger burns inside you. Stay silent when gossip surrounds you. Stay silent while you still have more to learn. Stay silent when people try to provoke you. Stay silent while building your future. Stay silent when success arrives. Stay silent when hardship tests your soul. In each moment, your silence becomes evidence that you are mastering yourself instead of trying to control others. Marcus Aurelius understood a timeless truth. The greatest battle is always within. Win that battle, and no outside enemy can truly defeat you. Walk through life with calm confidence. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Let your character become your reputation, and let your silence carry the sculpted grace of a man who has mastered his mind, his emotions, and his destiny. That is the timeless path of Stoicism.